It wasn't that long ago that technology wasn't even in the classroom. It has been within my lifetime that all that has changed. Ages ago, there were chalkboards with clouds of chalk dust flying everywhere. We had typing classes. If you had a phone, it was attached to a suitcase that powered it. And our idea of technology was the remote for the television. That was around the 80s. Today, it is a whole new world. There are phones everywhere, and they are smaller and more powerful than the supercomputers of yesteryear. We can talk to anyone on the globe instantly and have it be in real-time video. We have computers in every school, as well as most classrooms. There are software programs that run on these computers to teach anything you can imagine, and the days of the encyclopedia are long gone, when all a person has to do is get on the internet to look something up. Indeed, the future is here now. And what uses are there in education? And how can the new generation of educators use this technology to make learning better than it ever has been before? These are the questions this presentation will discuss, as well as how I can make the best of this technology today and in the future to be the best teacher I can be. The question is, why is technology important to teaching? And learning comes up whenever there is a debate about the technology in the classroom. Although there are some detractors of this new wave of innovation, for the most part, it is being embraced by the majority of people in the modern world. But the question still arises, why? Online journal Education Week stated personalized learning as the key concept in this movement. Personalized learning rests on 4 pillars. Each student should have a learner profile that documents his or her strengths, weaknesses, preferences, and goals. Each student should pursue an individualized learning path that encourages him or her to set and manage personal academic goals. Students should follow a competency-based progression that focuses on their ability to demonstrate mastery of topic rather than seat time. And students' learning environments should be flexible and structured in ways that support their individual goals. So how does personalized learning contribute to technology in the classroom? If every student was given a device to use in the classroom, then the first step of individualized instruction can take place, which coincides with the 4 pillars mentioned above. Once students have that technology, they can begin the process of one-on-one computing. This is where students use the device to have individualized instruction given to them. This is done through intelligent programs that track progress and adjust curriculum as needed. Education Week also states that generally the hope is that putting devices in the hands of students will help with some or all of the following goals: allowing teachers and software to deliver more personalized content and lessons to the students while allowing students to learn at their own pace and ability level. Helping students to become technologically skilled and literate and thus better prepared for modern workplaces. Empowering students to do more complex and creative work by allowing them to use digital and online applications and tools. Improving the administration and management of schools and classrooms by making it easier to gather information on what students know and have done. And improving communications among students, teachers, and parents. These are powerful goals, and if this technology can be implemented correctly, then mountains can be moved. But just handing over technology is not enough. AFT.org states that even Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates, whom you would hardly suspect of being against technology and education, summarizes his view on the matters as follows. Just giving people devices has a really horrible track record. So, it is obvious that we, as educators, need to lead the charge to make sure that technology is implemented in the classroom and that our students are being trained how to use these tools. If this can happen, then technology will become transparent in our classrooms and will be used just like flipping on the light switch. I feel like, as a new educator, I need to be on the front lines of using and encouraging the use of these technologies in the classroom. It is very hard for many people to accept change and forward progress. As a new teacher, I was strict about students using electronics in the classroom. With all the wasted time rebuking students, I felt it was a losing battle. One day, my mind was changed. I thought if I could harness that interest and excitement about tech, then maybe the students will stay engaged longer and learn more. After implementing simple things like Kahoot games or instant research, I noticed a difference in the students. They wanted to learn. They wanted to show their savvy with their devices. And in turn, they were engaged and participating. I feel that it is my job and duty to keep my kids engaged, and I must do that by meeting them where they're at. My class will be a tech-rich environment. It is my goal to have 100% transparency with parents, integration of distance learning, in-class activities, personalized competitions using devices, integrated smartboard technologies with standard lectures using multimedia alongside direct instruction. The applications are endless, and the only drawback is what limitations I would put on my creativity. In order to meet the goals I see myself doing as an educator, I must always be learning. Technology is a field that will never stop having advances. As an educator and a lifelong learner, I must always be aware of the advances in technology that I can harness and somehow find a way to use in my classroom. The future does not ever stop, so therefore I can never stop learning about the future. The following quote sums up the pitfalls stated earlier. Without proper utilization, even implemented technology can fall flat. The quote is, "The most important thing that schools can do is not use technology in the curriculum more, but to use it more effectively." John G. Palfrey. Also, when it comes to how culture's changed in the last 30 years, it is easy to see why the use of technology has not caught on with tenured teachers. Existing teachers will inevitably look at this as a distraction, when in fact, to the student, it is nothing more than an extension of their own mind. When schools tell students to put technology away, it's like asking a doctor to save a life with one hand tied behind his back. That quote was by Matt Miller. As an educator, it is imperative to be able to reach my students. There have been many movies based on this in the past. Stand and Deliver, Lean on Me, Dangerous Minds, and To Serve with Love, just to name a few. These movies showed the instructors meeting their students where they were and in some little way connecting. Times are different. We are in a world of fidget spinners, 30-second commercials, video on demand, and Wikipedia. Today is similar to the days of the past, but now we must add in technology like computers, cell phones, software, and video conferencing. It is our job to stay connected to the advancements of technology as a service to our students as well as our communities. If we can help engage our students by utilizing technology, then we should be leading the charge to make that happen.